नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Kotaris, Tanedars, owners of Sarvanyapita, devotees, disciples, everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. Cities sitting with us, having Nayana Diksha. Toronto Adinam, Phoenix Adinam, Bogota Columbia, Los Angeles Adinam, St. Louis Adinam, Indrani New Jersey, Warrington UK, Trinidad Tobago, Hyderabad Gupta Kashi, Houston Adinam, St. Louis, Columbus, Sri Lanka, Hyderabad Adinam, Dakota Dunes and Charlotte, Sri Salem, and lot more cities are joining, like Oman Adinam, Phoenix Adinam, Mukta, St. Louis, so many more cities are joining, Hyderabad Gupta Kashi, Indrani, New Jersey. I can see all of you. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Before entering into the next verse, I only wanted to add these few ideas. Please understand. Whenever you pray, see, prayer is the important component of our life, especially if you are a seeker. Just like breathing, prayer becomes very important part of you. Prayer just becomes you. Prayer becomes important. You. Please understand the word I am uttering. Prayer becomes important you. I am not saying to you, for you. Important you means one part of you should become a prayer. Prayer is very important component, very important part of your life, especially if you are a seeker. But you always need to know the right context and understanding you need to hold during prayer. When you pray to a deity or guru, have this context. I am praying to the source where you and me are one and the same. I do not know whether that source is here or there, because in the beginning, when you are too much inside, the source will be outside. Slowly, when you start becoming lighter and lighter, the source will move inside. Please understand. In the beginning, when you are too much occupied inside, the source where you and the Guru or God meeting, the source point will be outside, because you are too much inside. How can the source be here? But slowly, when you become lighter and lighter, more and more have completion, the source moves inside. So pray, oh the source where you and me are one and the same. I pray to you, make this into reality. Whatever you want to say, say. In this way you will never feel cheated. Understand, sometime Guru will not give you what you want. Your stupid mind will try to make you feel you have been cheated. It is like a I've seen in India, girls, the moment they become 19, just because father does not buy a cell phone for her, they develop a love affair with a boy who will gift a cell phone, and they run away, get married. They don't live more than 1 or 2 years. Divorce and come back. Please understand, I am not talking something exaggerated. I am talking something happening in villages. When she is depressed that father is not giving a cell phone, that boy is using that depression to put himself as a hero into her. Once she feels he is a hero, over. Understand? Always the negative sources will try to show themselves as hero to you when you feel you are not granted the boon you asked from Guru or God, whatever. That is why I tell you, always pray to that source, O source, where you and me are one and the same. The Sohamasmi is the reality. I ask you, I do not know whether that source is now in Guru's being or in this body. It is based on the level of completion you have. If you have too much incompletion inside you, naturally the source will be on the Guru's being. If there is less incompletion, more completion in you, the source will start moving towards you. When you become completely complete, the source will be centered on you. So, you don't even have to worry where the source is. Just say, oh, the source, where me and you are one and the same, and make whatever you wanted. You can ask him and ask him, please make this into reality. You can also put a footnote. If something I am asking is not right for me, then give me the intelligence to develop myself. Or you can also say, even if it is not, you think it is not right, I want only this. No, you have a right. You have a right. All I am asking you is, have the right understanding so that that prayer becomes beautiful process for you to experience oneness, Advaita. Understand? Please remember, whether we understand or not, catch it or not, indeed, the reality is Sohamasmi. That is why the Upanishad uses the word indeed. Whether you got it or not yet got it. Sohamasmi, I am He. So, whether you stand in front of Ganesha, Venkateshwara, Mahadeva, Kalbhairava, or your Guru, tell, whatever is the source where you and me are one and the same, I pray to you, I pray to that, please make this as a reality. In this way, your every moment of prayer will be a process for you to achieve oneness, living enlightenment, Advaita. Go on praying. Even if you have not got what you wanted, you will get what He wanted. Even if you don't get what you wanted, you will get what He wanted. That is why I am telling you, the prayer should be put in the right context. I tell you. If I have to write my autobiography in one word, I should say a long prayer with the context of Sohamasmi. A long unbroken prayer from the space of Sohamasmi. Long unbroken prayer from the space of Sohamasmi. Now I have nothing to pray, but I just fall into that space of Sohamasmi and be there. Express that joy in these few face muscles. And I know it's a oneness, beauty of oneness. Understand, your life should be a long prayer from the context of Sohamasmi. With wrong context, prayer will always be painful. With right context, prayer can be an amazing process for oneness. It can be a great completion. Even if you feel a little tired of reliving, completing and all that, prayer can replace it immediately. And prayer can be an amazing spiritual process for you to experience oneness. You can tell him, oh source, I feel bored of doing all this completion, this, that. I know you are intelligent and capable of making completion happen in me. Please make it. That is enough. It can be such a strong, powerful process for completion. And understand, never ever a prayer uttered from the right context goes waste or unheard. Never think, never doubt it goes waste or unheard. You can shake sun, you can move moon. You are not just a developed version of monkey. No. You are not just a developed version of monkey. You can move sun, move moon. Prayer from the right context will directly lead you to enlightenment without any of that feeling cheated. If you have wrong context about the prayer only, then you will feel cheated. Oh, I prayed for 10 years for this, he did not give me. When you pray from the right context, he may not have given what you asked, he would have given himself to you. There is a beautiful song. I wanted you guys to listen to that song first. Then I will continue with the satsang. I never thought I will get addicted to a song. And day and night, the song is vibrating in my room. And in the loud music, I became like a teenage boy with the loud music and disturbing everyone around my apartment. I really wanted you guys to listen, because that song is so beautiful. Actually, that can be a beautiful commentary for this prayer which I am talking now, that Sohamasmi. The line goes, I asked you flower, you gave the forest. I asked you water, you gave the nectar. What should I ask for you to give yourself to me? What should I ask for you to give yourself to me? And so on. This way it continues. It says that, I think you guys should listen only, then I should translate. It's too beautiful. This should become Sangha anthem for till we find next song. See, the prayer from the right context, you will get what you want. If that is not good for you, you will have given the intelligence, the energy to handle. And ultimately, he himself will be there for you. He himself will be there, giving himself to you. The context, the beauty of that Sohamasmi being the context of prayer, being the context of your love affair with God, your ups and downs with God. Listen to this song, then I'll continue. Understand, you are never too old to cry in love in prayerful mood. You are never too old or too grown up to be lost in the love and space of prayer. So this song, it is such an ecstasy. Last, I think 2 days, he sent 2 days before. From the time he sent, like a teenage boy, this song in full loud volume in my room, apartment, going on and on and on and on. Day and night. Nowadays I am not sleeping properly like your biological clock. My biological clock is doing on its own and I am just cooperating with it. Early morning 2:30 I am sitting and listening to this song. Maybe I'll tell somebody to give you guys the English translation also. You can enjoy. And actually, this is so beautiful. I'll translate and tell you guys. The first line, Malargal Ketten Vaname Tandanai, means I asked you I asked you for few flowers, but you gave the whole forest to me. Please understand. When he gives, he does not give based on your standard, he gives based on his standard. Understand? When he gives, he does not give from your standard, he gives from his standard. He doesn't think, oh, for him, his standard, this is okay, give. No, the giver, my standard should be made. A statement should be made from my standard. That is the way he gives. Tannir Ketten Amrudam Tandanai means I asked for water to quench my thirst. You gave the nectar itself to quench all thirst. After that, no more possibility of any thirst anymore. Just a little bit of breast milk from Mahadevi, Parvati, to Jnanasambandar. For his whole life he became Nirahari. He never opened the mouth again other than to sing glory of Mahadeva. Never ate anything. What is there to eat after having Devi's breast milk? So once you taste the nectar, nothing more, nothing else is there to eat or drink. All your thirst is quenched. So I asked for water. Oh, you gave nectar. And what should I ask? I can say, the next line is, Yadainan Ketpin Unaye Taruvai. Means, what should I ask? Or I can translate it in an elaborate way. How should I ask for you to give you to me? How should I ask for you to give you to me? Actually, this Sohamasmi is the answer for this whole song. Sohamasmi is the answer for this whole song. This song is beautifully written from the space of prayer. I'll write a song on the same tone from the space of to whom it is prayed. Bring it to you guys. As a receiver of prayer, from that space I'll give you a few more lines. The next line says, Yadainan Ketpin உனையே தருவாய். What should I ask for you to give you to me? Or how should I ask for you to give you to me? The next stanza, காட்டில் தொலைந்தேன் வழியாய் வந்தனை. I was lost in the wild forest. You appeared as a way out. இருளில் தொலைந்தேன் ஒளியாய் வந்தனை. I was lost in the darkness, but you came as a light. Tell me, where should I get lost for you to come directly? எதனில் தொலைந்தால் நீயே வருவாய். Tell me, where should I get lost for you to come directly? I was lost in the wild forest. You came as a way out. I was lost in the utter darkness. You came as a light. Where should I get lost? In what should I get lost? How should I get lost for you to come to me? You yourself directly to come to me. எதனில் தொலைந்தால் நீயே வருவாய். And the next stanza is, பள்ளம் விழுந்தேன் சிகரம் சேர்த்தனை. I fell into the ditch, pit. You raised me to the peak. வெள்ளம் விழுந்தேன் கரையில் சேர்ந்தனை. I fell into the flood. You brought me to bank. You brought me to the shore. பள்ளம் விழுந்தேன் சிகரம் சேர்ந்தனை means I fell into the ditch, you raised me to the peak. I fell into the flood, you brought me to the shore. Where should I fall? The next line is, எதனில் விழுந்தால் உன்னிடம் சேர்ப்பாய். Where should I fall that you will make me reach you? Tell me, where should I fall so you will reach me to you? எதனில் விழுந்தால் உன்னிடம் சேர்ப்பாய். That's all. Maybe just few lines, but it is too sweet and too intimate. Actually, when I heard this song, I just literally went through what I went through with Arunagiri Yogeshwara. It was, I had an amazing guru. It's not that he never trained me. He literally, he used to be so ferocious with me in many times. But his love for me and my trust on his love was more stronger than his ferociousness. His Dakshinamurti dimension was more stronger than his Kalabhairava dimension. So still I always remember him with a lot of romance, then training. Lot of love, then training. So I declare this as Sangha anthem. This shall be the song for our Sangha. Sangha anthem till we find next song. நீயே நானேனில் எனையே தருவேன். நீங்கா நிலைதனில் நினையே நிறுத்துவேன். எண்ணில் விழுந்தால் தன்னில் நிறுத்துவேன். All right, I'll compose and bring it to you guys. The solution, answer for this question, where should I lose myself for you to give you? Where should I get lost for you to appear? What should I ask? How should I ask for you to give you to me? The answer is Be lost in that space of Sohamasmi. Remember the right context of prayer and pray. He will give himself to you. I guarantee, I commit, I'll give myself to you. Because the words you utter during prayer gets bolted in your muscle memory, the context you hold gets bolted in your biomemory. Whatever gets bolted in your biomemory becomes reality. So understand. With this, I'll let you go and fall into the space of this song. I know the song will be now reverberating in every room and every laptop and everywhere, all over the Sangha. So enjoy. I'll get back to you guys with the answer song. This is more a question song. This song raises only questions, and I'll get you guys the answer. With this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.